everyone, my name is Yalith, and tonight I am teaching a 60-minute vinyasa flow. So I'm not going to cue any props in particular, but you might want to have a couple blocks and a blanket nearby, or anything else that you like to practice with. So we'll get started in Sukhasana or any comfortable seat for meditation. Coming to find a nice tall spine. Energy up to the crown of your head, rounding down to your tailbone. The shoulders relax away from ears. Starting here by taking a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. With each inhale, feeling a little bit of a lift in your chest and allowing your shoulders to drop further away from your ears with each exhale. Eventually, with an exhale, closing your eyes or softening your gaze to your comfort level if you have not already done so. Take a moment here to notice how the body feels at the beginning of this practice. Checking in first with the physical body, noticing areas of tension or ease, comfort or discomfort. Eventually coming to check in with what you perceive to be the energetic body, as well as the emotional body, taking note of any thoughts or emotions that you've brought in to this practice. Not with the intent to judge or fix anything, just taking note. You're welcome to stay with some deep diaphragmatic breathing throughout this practice, or if it's in your practice, finding the slight constriction in the back of your throat for Jalandhara Bandha, to find your Ujjayi breath, an audible breath used to coordinate breath and movement. Taking a few moments to cultivate your breath of choice before we start moving. Noticing where you feel the breath in the body. And as you're ready to start the practice, we'll take one community breath into your nose. I hope you're an open mouth. As you're ready, eyes flutter open. And we'll come right over the ankles, coming into tabletop pose. Setting up this pose nice and strong. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We'll start to move into some cat and cows. Inhale, dropping your belly, opening through your chest, gaze shifting up. Exhale to round your back, pressing the floor away, chin to chest. Inhale, opening through your front body. And exhale, pulling navel up towards spine as you press the floor away. Moving through this at your own breath pace, luxuriating through each part of the movement. Optionally taking any movement, stemming off of this, maybe taking some C shapes, looking over one shoulder at the same hip. An inhale brings you through center, and an exhale to the other side. Or any combination of those movements that feels good in your body. And eventually coming to find a neutral tabletop. Finding a nice flat back again, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we'll start to tune into the shoulders, finding some protraction and retraction. On your inhale, press the floor away. If you could find a dome in your upper back. Inhale to release. Inhale, pressing the floor away, taking this at your own breath pace. Exhale, release. Finding movement in just your shoulders here. You can also take a moment here to tap into your hasta bandha, pressing finger pads into the floor to find strength in your wrists all the way up to your shoulders. As you again arrive in a neutral tabletop, nice and still and strong. On your next inhale, extend your right leg back behind you, tucking your toes. Take a moment here to press into that leg, finding a stretch in your calf, a little bit of movement in that foot and ankle. On your next inhale, floating right leg up off the mat, toes dialed down as if you're stepping onto the back wall behind you. Stay here for an exhale. Inhale, maybe you stay here, maybe now left arm floats up over the mat. Stay here for a breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow or knee to nose, pressing the floor away, rounding your back, thinking cat pose. Inhale, extend out. Lots of energy through the bottom of your right foot and through the fingertips of your left hand. Exhale one more time, rounding your back, knee to elbow or knee to nose. Inhale, extending back out. And exhale, everything comes back to the mat, back to tabletop pose. On your next inhale, we'll take the same thing to the other side. Now extending left leg back behind you. Tucking those toes, taking a moment to press into your ankle. Is flowing. And as you're ready, inhale to float left leg up off the mat, toes dialing down, sending lots of energy out the bottom of your foot. Option to stay here, or with your next inhale, floating right arm up off the ground, thumb pointing up, stay for a breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow, pressing the floor away, or knee to nose. Inhale, extend everything out. One more like that. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, everything comes back to the mat. Take any more movement here that feels good to you as you stay for the inhale. And exhale to melt back, child's pose. Extending arms long, letting the forehead release to the earth. Taking any wiggles here that feel good. My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on your next inhale, roll up your body, coming to cow pose. Opening your front body, exhale to tuck your toes, press back, downward facing dog, bending hips up to the sky. Inhale, coming back to cow pose. And exhale, melting back, child's pose. Inhale, coming to cow pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll sustain in downward facing dog for a few breaths. Taking any conscious movement here, maybe pedaling through your feet, working under one arm and then the other, or maybe taking a deep bend in both knees as hips dial up towards the sky. On your inhale, rise up high onto your toes. Look to the front of your mat, and at the bottom of your exhale, take some tiny steps forward between your hands to Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe find opposite hand to opposite elbow for ragdoll pose. As you let the head hang heavy. Easy to love me. Still I reach, find a way. I'm stuck here in between. Eventually releasing your hands. Deeply bend your knees and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to Tadasana Mountain Pose. Shoulders roll down your back, bending to your fingertips. Feel the grounding in all four corners of your feet. Inhale, both arms up overhead, upward salute. Exhale, swan dive, forward, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Finding a flat back here, exhale, fold. Take a large right step back to a runner's lunge. Stabilizing through hips, stay for a breath in. And exhale to release knee and foot down to the mat. Inhale, now taking both arms up overhead to Anjaneyasana, knee down crescent. Lots of energy up through fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale on. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame your foot, tuck back toes, extend through back leg, and inhale to step back, plank pose. Exhale to release knees and feet down to the mat, and slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Hands replace under shoulders. Inhale, healing your body up off the mat, cobra pose. Exhale, releasing all the way back down. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sustaining for just a breath. On your next inhale, take a large right step forward between your hands. Finding that runner's lunge, gaze past the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale to release knee and foot down to the mat. Inhale, both arms up overhead on Anjaneyasana. Only for one breath here. Exhale, hands frame front foot. Energize through back leg, and on your exhale, step forward. Meeting right leg at the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grounding through feet. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Balancing energy between right and left side body as we take a standing to the other side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extending to your back, halfway lift, hugging navel to spine. Exhale, fold. Take a large left step back, runner's lunge. Stabilizing through your hips, stay for a breath in. Exhale to release knee and foot to the ground. Inhale, both arms up overhead, knee down, crescent. Energizing through fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame your foot. Energize through back leg. Step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale to release knees and feet down to the mat. And slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Replacing hands under shoulders. Inhale to cobra pose. Opening through your heart. Exhale to release down to the mat. Inhale through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, take a large left step forward between your hands, runner's lunge. Again, gaze past the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale to release knee and foot down. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, hands frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, and take a large right step forward to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grounding through feet. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking one half sun. A, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale to step back, plank pose. Option to continue here with knees down crescent, or stay for a breath in. Exhale to lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog, coming over the top of your feet. Exhale, hips extend back up into downward facing dog, Hatha Svanasana. And from here, exhale to release, knees down to the floor. And melt back, child's pose. Taking a moment of restoration here. As you're ready, inhale to roll up through your spine, coming into tabletop pose. Put yourself up nice and strong here, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And tuck your toes. As you prepare to hover your knees, stay for a breath in. And exhale to press the floor away, knees hover up off the ground. Option to stay here, or on your next inhale, extend right leg back behind you as if you were stepping on the back wall. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. One more time, exhale, knee to nose. Pressing the floor away actively. Inhale, extend. Exhale to replace the right foot down, keeping knees off the ground. Inhale, extend left leg, nail back. Lots of energy through the bottom of your left foot. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. One more like that. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, replacing left leg down and releasing both knees to the earth. Sink back, child's pose. Letting everything go here. Take a moment to slow down your breath, slow down your heart rate, coming back into that long Ujjayi breath. Inhale, rolling back up, coming back to tabletop pose. Maybe walking a little bit forward if you don't think you have enough space behind you. We'll come back into that same covered knees pose. Staying in tabletop for a breath in. Exhale to press the floor away and hover knees out. Inhale, step back with your right foot and then left foot coming into plank pose. Inhale, right foot and left foot come back, keeping knees off the floor. Inhale, stepping down, left foot back, plank pose. Exhale, left foot forward. Taking one more like that on each side. Inhale, step back with your right. Exhale, forward. Inhale, step back with your left foot. We'll sustain here. And exhale, press back. Bend your knees, downward facing dog. Take a moment in either downward facing dog or child's pose. Breathing there.
Wanna believe that you don't have a bad bone in your body. But the bruises on your ears.
Eventually, we all meet in downward facing dog. Finding feet at hips width distance at the back of your mat. Inhale to float right leg up off the floor to three-legged dog. Toes dialed down directly towards the mat. Stay for it, inhale. Exhale, take a large right step forward between your hands. Runner's lunge. Find a lot of strength in your legs, grounding down. Inhale to take both arms up overhead. Coming into Asana, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale, exhale, hands frame front foot. Inhale, right leg extends directly back into three-legged dog. Option to stay here or to take 3 hops towards handstand. Trying to sustain as you come off of that left foot. Eventually coming back to three-legged dog. And releasing right foot down to meet the left. We'll go to the other side right away. Inhale, now floating left leg up off the mat. Toes dial down. Big hip square. Inhale here. Exhale, take a large left step forward, runner's lunge. Getting strong through your legs. Inhale, arms overhead, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, hand, frame your front foot. Inhale, sending left foot directly back, three-legged dog. Option to stay here or take 3 hops. Now with your other foot towards handstand. Just finding a moment of suspension. Eventually finding your 3-legged dog one more time. Okay, for an inhale. Exhale to release. Both feet down to the mat. Inhale to rise up high onto your toes. Look to the front of your mat and roll forward, coming into plank pose. Sustaining here. Inhale to float right leg up off the mat. As if you could step your foot onto the wall behind you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, replace right leg down. Inhale, lifting left leg now. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, both feet down. Release both knees and feet to the ground or keep them lifted. And slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, releasing down to the mat. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to rise up high onto your toes, look to the front of the mat, and at the bottom of your exhale, step or float between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grounding through feet. Inhale, arms up overhead, rising up tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath here. Coming to find feet at hips width distance at the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale to sink your hips back deep, taking your arms all the way up overhead. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, sink your hips a little bit deeper. Inhale, feeling your navel harden towards your spine. And exhale. On your next inhale, shifting weight towards your left foot. Tap your right foot back. And as slowly as you'd like, starting to tilt forward to warrior 3. Maybe finding blocks under your hands. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to the ground. Send your right leg long. Opening the hips, standing splits. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale to release. Right leg down by your left. Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a minute to enjoy this forward fold, letting everything go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Grounding through feet. Inhale, arms up overhead. Upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to adjust your weight. Feeling both feet grounding into the earth. Breath is flowing. Take our breath in. Exhale, sink your hips back. Arms circle all the way around by your ears. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale here. And exhale, sink your hips a little bit deeper. Finding some core engagement. Exhale, 2. As you're ready, shifting weight over towards your right leg now. Tapping left leg back behind you. And as slowly as you'd like, coming to tip forward. Warrior 3. Again, maybe finding blocks under your hands for stability. Thinking again as if you are stepping your left foot back onto the wall behind you. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, send your left leg tall, standing split. Maybe one or both hands come to your left ankle, to your right ankle. Stay for a breath in. Exhale to release, left foot by your right. Letting everything go into a forward fold. Bending knees as much as you'd like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment of breath here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back, plank pose. Take for a breath in. Exhale to release knees and feet down to the mat. And slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Coming to release. Stack one hand on top of the other, crocodile pose. And take a few breaths here. Letting feet release. You're ready, we're going to move into some variations of bow pose. As you're ready, let's start by coming up to Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders. Just a little bit of a back bend here. Maybe this is enough to stay here. Maybe you're starting to walk your back legs together so that they're touching or as close together as it feels good to you. Maybe you're bending both knees and then sending one hand and then the other to grab onto your ankles. If you're here, take an inhale. Exhale to kick into your hands. Coming up, bow pose. Squeezing knees together, trying to lift your heart up off the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Finding that left hand on top of right. Releasing forehead to crocodile pose. We'll take the same thing one more time with optional variation. Coming back up into Sphinx pose. As we move towards the other side, you can take exactly what you did on the other side. Or maybe you're now finding hands to the insides of your ankles for a little bit more shoulder opening here. Again, inhale, exhale to press into your legs, coming into bow pose. Thinking of hugging knees together. Inhale and exhale. Breath comes in, breath comes out. Inhale, exhale, everything releases down to the ground. Take a breath, let everything relax. As you're ready, finding hands under shoulder. Be a little bit lower by your ribs, tucking your toes. Inhale to press up, plank pose. Take for a breath in. Exhale to step left foot and then right foot forward, hovering knees. Inhale to step left foot and then right foot back. Exhale, right and then left forward. And exhale, releasing both knees down to the ground. Coming through tabletop, swinging legs around and coming to sit. Finding a nice health spine here. Hands can come to your legs. as you find energy up through the crown of your head. In your own time, maybe you shift back a little bit. We're moving into variations of Navasana, that boat pose. Maybe you come to hover toes up off the mat. Maybe you come to find lower legs parallel to the floor, hands on the back sides of your thighs. Maybe you extend arms long. Maybe you extend legs long. Wherever you are, breath is fine. Take a breath in. Exhale, option to lower down, boat pose, or to stay high. Inhale here. And exhale, release everything down to the floor.
Sometimes I can't tell if anybody really even likes me.
If you're ready, come to
still do.
plant both feet down onto the floor. Knees pointing up, and maybe windshield wipering knees from one side to the other, releasing through your lower back.
I never should have gotten out of bed, 'cause I smoke when I drink, and I drink when I think. I'm top tonight, but tomorrow I'll be back at the bottom. It comes and it goes, but nobody knows.
If you're ready, finding a moment of stillness with knees pointing up.
Yeah, I got
Getting back into your breath. We'll take now 3 rounds of either bridge pose or wheel pose. You're taking bridge, landing hands to either side of your body, palms facing down. Inhale here. Exhale to press your feet into the ground, lifting hips up high. You can gaze directly up towards the ceiling. Finding the deepest back bend that you can here. Breath is flowing. Stay for one more breath in. Exhale to release down to the mat. Option to stay with that, or hands come behind your ears. By your shoulders, pressing up to wheel pose. Taking your variation. Wherever you are, breathe. Take one more breath in. Then exhale to release down to the floor. Take a moment here to reset. As we take one more round, either option. Inhale. Exhale to press into the floor, coming up bridge or wheel pose. Stay for the breath. Inhale and exhale. Stay for one more breath in. Can you lift hips any higher? And exhale to release down to the mat. Take a breath. In your own time, knees go wide, thinking wide-legged child's pose on your back. Giving your strength a little squeeze, neutralizing the spine. As you're ready, coming to gather knees together, hugging them in towards your chest. And moving towards a inversion of your choice. Option 2, simply extend legs up overhead. Or to take any other inversion of your choice. Maybe sending feet back behind you for flow pose. Maybe then hands come to your back as you slowly come up to shoulder stand. No one left to blame. Reach out and touch my face. Whether you're in a more active variation or a more passive variation, letting the breath be deep and flowing. Stay for a breath in. Exhale to release all the way down to the floor if you aren't there. If you need a counter pose, if you were in shoulder stance, taking at least a few breaths in a fish pose, coming to sit up on your elbows. Feet can extend long. Your hands come under your hips. And releasing head back. Maybe eventually coming to rest on the crown of your head. And eventually coming to melt back down onto your back. And come back up, feet planted onto the mat. Again, taking these wide-legged child. Releasing through your back. And eventually gathering these together. And as you're ready, coming to release feet down to the earth. Come to cross the right ankle over left knee for a figure 4 stretch. Maybe your right hand gently presses into right knee to open that hip. Using energy through your right ankle to protect that joint. Stay for a breath in. And exhale to release left knee open, planting right foot on the floor. Arms can go wide to a T, finding a gentle twist. Option to stay here or to find left hand to the inside of your right knee, gently pressing it open. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back up through your figure 4 stretch. Option to stay here with your left foot on the floor, or to draw left knee in towards your chest for a slightly deeper stretch. Breath is flowing wherever you are. Sending energy through your right ankle, flexing your toes back. Stay for a breath in. Exhale to release left foot down to the mat. Coming to find either a strap around the ball of your right foot or finding your pinch fingers around your right big toe. Extending right leg overhead for a hamstring stretch here. You can also optionally take your hands to anywhere along the backside of your leg. Option to stay here, or to extend the left leg long, flexing through your left foot, sending lots of energy long down the length of your mat. Breath is flowing. Inhale to peel head, neck, shoulders up off the mat, sinking nose to knee, taking your right elbow wide. Exhale to release everything down to the mat. We'll take that 2 more times. Inhale to peel head, neck, shoulders up off the mat. Exhale, release. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, release. And as you're ready, extend both arms wide to a T. And slowly float the right leg down all the way to your mat. Take a moment before moving to notice any differences between right and left side body. And in your own time, coming to plant both feet back onto the ground, knees pointing up to the sky. We'll now come to cross left ankle over right knee for a figure 4 stretch. From here, option to find left hand to left knee, opening that hip further.
I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no.
Breathing here.
I thought I saw you at the
Deep
bus stop,
inhale.
though.
Exhale, now releasing right knee open, planting left foot on the ground for a gentle twist. Maybe your right hand comes to the inside of left knee, gently guiding it open.
I guess you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have showed. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's all right now. But we were something,
Inhale
don't you
here.
think so? Roaring
And
20s,
exhale.
pennies in the pool.
Inhale, coming back up through center. Coming back to that figure 4 stretch. Option to stay here or to now bring right knee in towards your chest, deepening that stretch. Finding energy through your left ankle now to protect that joint. Breath is flowing.
I have this dream you're doing cool shit, having adventures on your own. You meet some woman on the internet and take her home.
Stay for a breath in. And exhale to release. Right foot down to the mat. Finding left feet fingers around left big toe, or again, finding a strap or the left hand to the back of the left leg, any of those options. Coming to find your hamstring stretch.
It's another day waking up alone, but we were something, don't you think
Breathing
so?
here. Option to stay or to extend. Right leg long. Sending lots of energy through your right foot.
It would have been you. In my defense, I have none, but never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. I persist and resist the temptation to
If you're ready, inhale to peel head, neck, shoulders up off the mat. Thinking nose to knee. Exhale to release to knee. Inhale coming up. Exhale, release. A little more like that. Inhale. And exhale. As you're ready, releasing arms wide to a T. And slowly releasing left leg all the way down to the mat. Eventually coming back up, both feet planting on the earth. And coming to hug knees in towards your chest. Giving them a little squeeze, maybe rocking back and forth up and down your mat. As you're ready, shifting hips a few inches over to the right side of your mat. And exhale to release. Knees over to the left side of your body. Right shoulder heavy to the mat, finding reclined twist. Once your legs have stopped moving, maybe your gaze shifts over your right hand. Once you're ready, turn your gaze back up to the sky. Pull your knees even closer to your chest as you slowly roll back onto your back. Shifting hips now a few inches over to the left. We'll come to release knees over to the right side of your body. Finding that twist. Maybe once your legs have finished moving, gaze shifts over your left hands. The shoulders heavy towards the earth. You let the entire body melt into this pose. Eventually, both arms extend long, turning your gaze back up to the sky. Slowly drawing knees closer towards your chest as you come back to your back. Realigning your hips to neutral, taking any last movement here. Maybe taking a happy baby, finding hands to the outside or inside edges of your feet. Maybe rocking back and forth a little bit, tapping one knee and then the other down to the floor. If you're there, eventually releasing the grip onto your hands to gather knees in together. One more time, giving a squeeze in towards your chest. Maybe head and shoulders come off the mat to hug into a nice tiny ball. And wherever you are, coming to settle into Shavasana for your final resting pose. Legs extend long, shoulder blades roll down your back, palms face up. Coming to surrender into this pose. Take a moment to one more time, check in with your breath, taking a couple nice deep breaths in and out through your nose. Noticing how the breath feels. And eventually with an exhale, closing the eyes and allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. Take a moment here to gently step through your body again. Noticing any effects that that practice had on your body.
If you love me, don't let go. If you love me, don't let go.
Use each exhale to surrender a little bit more here. As if you could melt deeper and deeper into the mat beneath you. Letting the earth slowly support your body.
Mother, I know that you're tired of being alone.
Relaxing muscles in your face, muscles behind your eyes, your neck, shoulders, arms, abdomen, hips, legs, everything releasing into the mat.
If you love me, don't let go. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady. Hold on to me, 'cause I'm a little unsteady, a little unsteady.
And eventually allowing your mind to be free just for a few moments, letting go of any focused attention to just be here. We either make ourselves miserable or we make ourselves strong. The amount of work is the same. If you're ready, start to deepen your breath. Invite gentle movement back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe circling ankles and wrists. If it's calling to you, maybe a full body stretch. Moving slowly in your own time. Coming to roll onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Keeping the energy low, take a moment on your side for gratitude. To yourself for showing up on your mat today. To your body for carrying you through this practice. And for this practice and to everything that it has to offer us on and off the mat. As you're ready, pressing into your left hand, coming up to find a comfortable seat. Moving slowly, eyes can stay closed or soft. As you come to sit, finding hands to your knees, or if you'd like to join me with hands together at heart center. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of truth, of light, and of peace. And you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me. We are one. If you'd like to join me, bring thumb knuckles to third eye center. We'll seal this practice with a blessing of Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.